So what time's those folk tomorrow?
12 and 2.
Is there a volume on here? Oh yeah, I found it. Oh God, is the first one 12? Oh. Is that the attractive one?
German.
Oh.
Doesn't mean he's attractive just because he's German.
No, but he might know about Hitler.
Might be Jewish. You might not appreciate that question.
I was watching Nazi Collaborators last night. Cracking. Hitler went to the Burger Kampf. Yeah. It's interesting, but actually, see, it is interesting, Jim, you know. What I find weird is the amount of footage that's available. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was this thing about on the German train, and obviously he must have had cameramen on there, because the detail, you know, they show him in his sleeping quarters, and this train was something like 18 carriages long, and he insisted on having his own water, you know, whatever you call it, supply, because he thought, you know, if they went anywhere else, they would contaminate the water and try and kill him. So even that got, and then when the train would pick up speed, the water cannon thing would tip over and derail the train, but he insisted on that, you know, that he would only... Yeah. I mean, you know, things like that, you think, well, that's fascinating. And he used to have 8 baths a day.
8?
Yeah. Complete vegetarian. Would not... I know.
Yeah, this makes me think
I know. He would not allow anybody to eat meat in front of him or anything like that.
He doesn't have time to take over the world if he's having 8 baths a day. He must get up, have a bath.
No, I suppose it'd be like, you know...
He must wash his face or something.
Yeah, he was the first one apparently that developed his own hand sanitizer. He believed the germs came from, you know, that sort of, that's why he always wore gloves. And it's just fascinating stuff you find out about them. You think, wow, you know, this bloke really... I think you think everything comes in the generation you're in. Do you know what I mean, Jim? It's like you think, well, is that how he did it then, you know? And it's a bit like all these tricks with makeup and stuff in Hollywood. You always think, oh, it's all plastic surgery now, but the first plastic surgery was actually in the 40s in Hollywood. I mean, you can't, that must have been terrifying for whoever they did it on, don't you think? And, you know, by the 60s it was rife.
Medical reasons. I mean, you had maybe a scar or something you have to sort out, and then someone thought this is a good way of earning some money.
No, I think the first one they had to go, I think they did the first boob job in 52. Mm.
Would you have anything done?
Would I? No, I don't know really. I think you have such a distorted view of your own image that I think when you start to mess about, when do you know when to stop?
Paul McCartney. It looks even worse on men, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, you've got to get it early. So like when you look at Jim, no, but you know, Jim's got nice full thick lips, right? Because he's got a lot of collagen, obviously, but it's natural collagen. But when you get, your dad, has he got thick lips?
Yeah, I suppose.
And are they still quite thick?
Yeah, I suppose.
Because you see, they start to go off about 50 to 60, it all starts to get... Even on men, yeah, but if you look at Mick Jagger's lips, you know, you look at Mick Jagger, they were big, weren't they, when he was young?
Yeah.
Now, you know, they're not, you know. So it's weird when you see that, you know, the aging process is quite frightening, really, because you think, oh, Christ. There's not a lot you can do. Nobody can change when you were born, can you? Do you know what I mean? You can move the date a bit.
From the 60s to the 70s.
Actually, when I was your age, I used to add on years because I wanted to get into more theatre stuff. And in those days, it helped to be a bit older.
You mean older than 21?
Well, I was 19, so if you wanted to play You know, most leading roles then were 25.
21 is supposed to be the, or 25, well 21 generally is the cut off. All kids want to get old, be as old as quick as they can,
Yeah.
and everyone else wants to be 21 again.
I wouldn't want that though.
To be 21, no, I wouldn't be 21.
No, I find I'm more at ease with myself now than, you know, I've ever been
But would
before.
you like to know what you know now and do it again?
No, because actually you do learn. It's a process that you learn, isn't it?
You know that you have ability to make money singing, and you know a bit about business and what everyone's game is.
Yeah.
You could go in again and make a lot more money. Or maybe you couldn't, maybe it was your innocence they liked, I don't know.
I don't know if it's wise to know to, you know, I find some of the kids, particularly like an X Factor and stuff, I find them so well versed at 17, you kind of wonder what's left for them by the time they're 21, because the cynicality of it all must become quite hard to live with. You know what I mean? It's like, you look at, say, that Cher Lloyd, I mean, she's trotting around LA and doing quite great stuff, really, for a 17-year-old. But when that doesn't work out, what happens then? You know? Who was that rapper a couple of years ago, Jim, that female rapper? She was in Big Brother, Celeb Big Brother.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember? She was signed by Jay-Z and all that. I mean, now she's schlepping on some council estate in South London. So to have all of that and, you know, to be like performing in Times Square and mixing with that crowd and then effectively being shut back must be hard.
30 seconds.
Oh, right. Am I turning it on? I wonder what these people are called. Thank you so much.
Try not to lean back.
Sorry,
Don't lean back.
don't lean back. Why not? Oh, thanks, sweetie. Now's not the time for a suicide bid, Jim.
I think you were looking away when they came to you.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm an old pro, sweetie.
You were live and you said, what's their names?
Thank you so much. Is it a size 3? God, that must be skinny, don't you think? Size 6 is bad enough, isn't it? Size 3 must be dead. So anyway, I'll be a size 3.
Size 0 then.
Yeah. That was a big thing, wasn't it, a couple of years ago? Do you remember size 0?
Isn't that the American sizes?
Yeah, but still it's, you know.
Is that loud enough in your ear?
Is what?
Is it loud enough in your ear?
Yeah, I think maybe a fraction more, but I've turned it up here, but I can't get it. Thank you. Well, obviously, I'm gutted because right behind me here, what a view we've got for you today. Just behind me there, if you look kind of to your rightish, you've got, of course, the Abbey where it's all going to take place in just a few days' time. Well, a few 90 days' time, of course. But yes, a brand new invite has gone out. But I'm stunned by this, guys. I've got to tell you, it's gone out by fax. Normally, when you expect to get a royal wedding invitation, you would like the nice sort of embossed card, something that you could keep, maybe frame, show to your friends. But if you are part of the European royal families, you've received a fax today basically saying, are you free on this date? And if so, would you like to attend? So you can imagine when that fax went off this morning, you'd think, is this for real? Is this really the British royal family? Talk about cutbacks. Absolutely nobody. Of course, the King of Greece lets slip via, I love this, via his own website, like you would. I mean, have these people heard of, Facebook, MySpace, all that sort of stuff? But obviously, this is the way they interact. I think what's interesting, actually, by Kate and William doing this, by sort of initiating the first invites, as it were, it does show kind of a brand new way of dealing, if you like, with the new royal family. It just seems to me that I'd kind of want one on a card. When I'm inviting you as my guest, obviously, I want to be able to show you my card, so I'm still waiting even for the fax. Very clever move, actually, yes, by Catherine, Kate, whichever you want to call her. If you are sort of thinking, that why has she done this? This is a simple reason that over here in London, as you may recall a few years back, quite a few former bodyguards of Princess Diana hinted that they were very close to her. Now, the royals are clamping down on any negative bad stories. So basically, Kate Middleton is looking for brand new female protection officers. She already has 2. But if you sort of find yourself thinking, I could be like that, I could be a female Charlie's Angel looking after, of course, a brand new princess, this could be the job for you. But remember, you have to be really female. No cheating. Oh, this is the hot goss and, of course, an exclusive for Access Hollywood Live. First, of course, we're telling you that Victoria and David Beckham, who are... I get so excited telling you these things. Basically, David and Victoria, whose parents I was out with on Saturday night at the theatre, by the way, so hi to them, they basically have made reservations at one of the very famous royal... I shouldn't tell you this really, but let's gossip. Basically, Claridge's Hotel in the heart of London has already got reservations for David and Victoria Beckham 3 days prior to the wedding, which of course leads me to believe that they've definitely been invited. But here's the other inside goss as well. It looks like that Kate Middleton will be wearing some of Victoria Beckham's dress designs. And I might predict, in fact, that maybe one of the outfits that we see on her honeymoon will be, in fact, a Posh Spice creation. And what a great movement that will be for Great Britain and, of course, for the former Spice Girls. She'll no longer be a wannabe. See you soon. Are we out, Jim? Thank you.